to prove tan inverse z equal to, what is the answer, I by 2 log of I plus z divided by I minus z. So be careful while writing z. Write along with me so that if you have any doubt you can ask. Now to prove this, here also let say u equal to tan inverse z. This is random, any letter you can take. So tan u, therefore tan u will be just z. Okay, now we have the formula tan x or tan theta or tan x is equal to e raised to x minus e raised to ix minus e raised to minus ix divided by I into e. Now if you do not remember this one, go by sin x upon cos x formula. Okay, if you do not remember that directly, how to write? So tan x is equal to sin x upon cos x, but it is better to by heart that. So sin x is what, e raised to ix minus e raised to minus ix divided by 2i, by cos x is e raised to ix plus e raised to minus ix divided by 2. So when you simplify, this 2 will get cancelled. So what you will get, e raised to ix minus e raised to minus ix divided by this I is there. So I into e raised to ix plus e raised to minus ix. Okay, in this way you can make the formula if you do not remember. So here using that one, tan u will be, therefore z is equal to tan u means e raised to iu minus e raised to minus iu divided by I into e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. Now we need to simplify this little bit. So here now we need to use compound into dividend to property and all. So for doing that one, see, now I want to remove this I. So there are various methods to remove this I. So what I am going to do is, I will just multiply the denominator. I mean, I am multiplying 1 by I with this. Okay, LHS and RHS we are multiplying with 1 by I. So this will become z by I is equal to e raised to iu. Otherwise we can take this here. Okay, in that way also we can do, but I need a denominator here, so we will go by this way, iu divided by, here also I into, already this I is there. Okay, so I into I is I square e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. Okay. Now that is equal to, this is equal to e raised to iu minus e raised to minus iu divided by, now see, this is I square is minus 1. So it is minus will be here, minus e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. So what we can do is, we will take this negative to the numerator. Okay, this will go to the numerator, or multiply this with a negative sign, means take this to the numerator. So this will become e raised to minus, how it will become, e raised to minus iu. This becomes positive, this becomes negative. Okay, otherwise you can write minus e raised to iu as you like, plus e raised to minus iu. What happened here? This minus is taken to the numerator. Okay, so this will go here. So it is minus e raised to iu, then minus minus plus e raised to minus iu divided by e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. Okay, don't think that these both are same. Here there is a negative sign. So that is, just we will rearrange it little bit. So z by I is equal to e raised to minus iu, I'll write this positive first, minus e raised to iu divided by e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. Now in the answer we don't have any u, I or something. We have only z, z, z. Okay, I and z only. So we need to remove all these things. E and all we need to remove. So again now we have some relation called as componendo dividendo. Means it is like if a by b equal to c by d, we know alternando, componendo, dividendo, etc. etc. No, ratio and proportion topic. So if a by b equal to c by d, then componendo dividendo we say a plus b, numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator will be equal to c plus d divided by c minus d. This property we call as componendo dividendo. Componendo dividendo property. So numerator plus denominator. So a plus b divided by numerator minus denominator. Okay, both sides we are doing this one. So using that property, so this is a b like that. So always remember this only numerator. See, numerator plus denominator. B is denominator divided by numerator minus denominator. So here numerator is z. So z plus I divided by z minus I. So we got little bit of our answer. Okay, we have I plus z upon I minus z like that answer. So we got z plus I upon z minus I. Now this is equal to, so here it is e raised to minus iu minus e raised to iu. This is numerator. This. Okay. Now plus denominator we have to write, that is plus this denominator e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu, numerator plus denominator divided by, so it is divided by numerator, this one, numerator, that is e raised to minus iu minus e raised to iu, numerator minus denominator. So that is minus e raised to iu plus e raised to minus iu. Okay. So both left and right we took componendo dividendo. So now this is equal to, we can see, now we can cancel some terms. So here see e raised to iu minus e raised to iu and plus e raised to iu. So these two terms gets cancelled. Okay. So we can cancel this and this. Okay. Similarly, in the denominator, if you are looking, see e raised to minus iu and this will become minus e raised to minus iu. So like x minus x. Okay. So e raised to minus iu, always remember, just check the index also, power also. Here minus, here also minus must come. So e raised to minus iu minus e raised to minus iu. So this term and this term will get cancelled. This. Okay. So now what is remaining? So that is equal to, it's remaining e raised to minus iu plus e raised to minus iu, means 2 times e raised to minus iu. Okay, both are same, e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x form. So 2 times that divided by, now here in the denominator minus e raised to iu minus, again opening the bracket, e raised to iu. So minus, like minus x is minus 2x. So here in the denominator you will have minus 2 e raised to iu. Okay, so that is z plus I upon z minus I. Okay, now 2 gets cancelled and so 2 is cancelled. So you will get here, this is z plus I divided by z minus I is equal to 2 and 2 cancel, and this one I am going to take this to the numerator, minus sign is there. Okay, then e raised to minus iu is here, this one, and this is e raised to plus iu. When it goes to the numerator, it becomes e raised to minus iu. When you take terms to the numerator and denominator, means if when you take in power to the numerator and denominator, the sign will change. So one negative sign is here. Now that is z plus I divided by z minus I, okay, is equal to, now this is a raised to m into a raised to n form. A raised to m into a raised to n is minus is here, a raised to m plus n. So iu plus minus iu. A raised to m, this is m and this is n. So m plus n will come. Okay. So iu plus minus iu. So iu plus minus iu is 2 times iu. So it is minus iu. So that is equal to, and this negative sign is here. What we will do, that negative sign we will take here. Otherwise, okay, I'll write this here. This is minus e raised to minus 2 times iu. Therefore, we got z plus I divided by z minus I is equal to minus e raised to minus 2 iu. Now see this negative sign, negative means minus 1, I am taking here. So what will happen? So when you take this negative sign here, this is minus of. This minus sign which was there, I took here. So, or you just multiply left side and right RHS and LHS with a negative sign. So, if negative is here, I am multiplying this with a negative sign. Here also a negative sign is multiplied. So, minus minus becomes plus here. Okay. So, otherwise take here. So, now this is equal to, numerator is z plus I can write as I plus z because positive both. And here denominator you will get minus z. Minus into z is minus z, minus into minus plus I. So minus z plus I we can write as I minus z equal to e raised to minus 2 iu. Almost we are at the answer. Okay. Now take log on both sides. Therefore, log on both sides, taking log of e raised to minus 2 iu is equal to log of I plus z divided by I minus z is equal to, so this is log m raised to n. Log m raised to n is n log m log is equal to here log of I plus z upon I minus z. Okay. So now log e is again 1. So I want just u. U is equal to minus 1 is, take this to the denominator, minus 1 by 2 I log of I plus z upon I minus z. I think. So this is the answer, but answer is I by 2. So we need to remove this I from the denominator. So what to do? Just multiply with an I in the numerator also. Numerator and denominator. So this is u is equal to, what is u? U is tan inverse z. Therefore, u value is tan inverse z. Tan inverse z is equal to minus 1 by 2 I is there. I am multiplying an I here. I am multiplying an I here. Numerator, denominator. Okay. So log of I plus z upon I minus z. Okay. Now this is I into I is I square. So this is minus, this is I square is minus 1. That minus 1 and this minus 1 becomes plus. So it is I divided by 2 log of I plus z upon I minus z.